Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you as always by Meor DC. Please find us on Facebook or at meordc.com or meor.org and learn about our programs. The semester at GW and other universities is coming up in only a few weeks, and we'll be starting taking applications for the Maimonides Jewish Leaders Fellowship, an amazing 10-week exploration of Jewish ideas and inspiration held on the campus of GW University. So check out our websites and be in touch. Wow, that inspired me just thinking about a new semester of working with great students at GW and elsewhere. I'm also inspired right now by the prospect of a very beautiful Shabbos coming up and an incredible Torah portion. What's special about this Shabbos is the Shabbos after Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av. The most bitter, dark day in the Jewish calendar, the culmination of 3 weeks of focusing on exile and the distance that there is between us and where we should be, between us and God. But then after these 3 weeks are over, and they're over now, the next Shabbos is called Shabbos Nachamu. It has its own name, coming from the words of the book of Isaiah that are read as the Haftorah portion. Nachamu, Nachamu Ami. Be comforted, my people. It's a prophecy in the book of Isaiah of the future redemption, the rebuilding of Jerusalem, the restoration of closeness between God and the Jewish people. That is the redemption following the dark days of exile. That's the focus of the Haftorah. And the Torah portion that's read this week, always right after Tisha B'Av, is called Vaesch, second Torah portion of the book of Devarim. And a lot of the words in this Torah portion focus on redemption, the eternal bond between God and the Jewish people, comforting, beautiful, radiant words. I don't want to talk so much. I'm blabbing and blabbing because my name is Rabbi, I blab. But let the Torah do the talking. Let Moshe Rabbeinu, who said these words, and then Hashem told them to write them down, do the talking. You have the Shema in this week's Torah portion, among the other amazing verses. But let me read you one quick section. Moshe Rabbeinu gives a prophecy of future straying from God, following gods of other nations, being exiled from the land. Long before it happened, the Torah predicts there'd be an exile. But what would come after a long exile? The following. I'm reading from the Torah, Devarim, Vaesch. From there you will seek Hashem your God, and you'll find him, if you search for him with all your heart and all your soul. When you're in distress and all these things have befallen you, i.e. the sufferings of the diaspora, at the end of days, close to those, you will return unto Hashem your God and hearken to his voice. For Hashem your God is a merciful God. He won't abandon you nor destroy you, and he will not forget the covenant of your forefathers that he swore to them. That's the essential comfort of this Shabbos. The Shabbos of focusing in on the inevitable return of the Jewish people to closeness to Hashem, even after we've strayed. And we've strayed, all of us, as a people, individually, collectively. That's what we focused on in the previous 3 weeks and on Tisha B'Av, our straying and what it cost us, and the bitter price we paid for running after the desires of our heart, so to speak. But this Torah portion and this Shabbos, Shabbos Nachamu, focuses on seeking Hashem with all your heart and all your soul, and finding him again and bringing him into our lives. At the end of days, I don't know if we're at the end, we might be near the end of days. Every day we're supposed to look forward to those end of days when we will collectively, truly live these words of teshuvah, of return to Hashem. I'm comforted. I hope you are. Nachamu, Nachamu. Have a wonderful Shabbos.